Well, it was interesting though. There were a couple of differences of launch and reentry compared the reality compared to expectation from watching TV. You know, on TV or frankly standing outside by a launch, it is violent, loud, dangerous, noisy, you know, exciting. On the inside, when you're going through the checklist and you get to the point where the engine's light, you hear nothing.
Really?
You feel nothing.
Yeah.
When you get to the point where it's liftoff, you feel nothing. You can, because the engines have been slowly throttling up, and as soon as the thrust is greater than the mass of the vehicle, it begins to rise, but only ever so slowly. And it only begins to slowly, as the engines continue to throttle up, the acceleration becomes more and more, and you slowly feel yourself push back in the seat. But it was completely serene. It feels like a confident ballet move lifting you into the sky compared to dropping the clutch on a sports car to off into space.
Right.
And so I was really shocked at how beautiful and serene the whole thing was. And the same thing's true for reentry. You know, you hit the atmosphere going 17,000 miles an hour. As soon as you touch the upper atmosphere, it creates a plasma that envelops the vehicle and immediately begins to melt the heat shield, which you can see melting out the window, going past your window.
Oh, you can see that?
You can see it, oh yeah. But yet the forces, there's still not enough drag to even push you in your seat. So it's just a light show out the window as the vehicle is literally melting around you, perfectly silent, melt away of you, you know. And my shoulder was right against the window. You know, this distance from my shoulder is a plasma furnace hotter than the surface of the sun. And as the vehicle melts away, it's completely surreal.
It's funny because re-entry is always, you know, portrayed as this violent shaking, like...
The only violence ever is when the parachutes deploy. And then there's like at the end of a whip being cracked briefly. And then it settles out and it's back to being quiet and serene again.